Well, good morning. Good morning across platforms. It is day two of Prime Day. I wanted to come back on and share with you something that I've been sharing across some of the platforms. And I thought I would just share it across LinkedIn Live, Twitch TV, Twitter, YouTube events, Facebook, uh, TikTok. I think I said them all. Is that gratefulness frees you? I've been sharing this affirmation that I've been promoting and asking people to incorporate into their daily lives as a part of their foundational practice for gratefulness. And I believe that if you give um, life to words, they will change your life. You give life to words, words will change your life. You change your language, you change your life. You change your language, you change your steps, you change your life. You change your language, it will change your behaviors, which will change your steps, which will change your life. You change your language, which will change your behaviors, that changes your steps, which changes the trajectory of your life, and ultimately changes your life. So I often tell people give life to your words, and it will change your life. One of the affirmations that I think is very powerful, and affirmations are very powerful, even I submit to you, if you don't believe them, you can strike belief in the words that you choose, because after you say a thing and begin to allow those words to live in you, you begin internally to have a struggle with those words. Do they align with who I am or want to be? And you call into those words, it will call on to what you are doing, which changes your behavior, right? So if daily you're saying, I will drink more water, I will drink more water, the only way you drink more water is if you that I will drink more water calls unto your life, right? And you remember it because you're repeating it, you're saying it, it will remind you to put that pop down, put that juice down in some cases, right? And it becomes a part of your behavior, which changes your steps to the refrigerator, changes your step to the water cooler, right? Which changes how you feel, the energy that you have, your blood pressure, and of the other systems that are working in your body, which changes the trajectory of your productivity and changes your life. So I subscribe to this affirmation, and I hope that you will subscribe to it. If I show gratefulness to God by handling the blessings that I already have, He responds to my faith in action by unlocking the abundance that is yet to come. And I will receive it. I will receive it. I will receive it. That I will receive it part is the response to the abundance that God unlocks. I believe that once you get faith in action, you get emotion, that God unlocks everything in the earth school that He has designed to chase you down, has designed to collide with you, intersect with you, interact with you for your good and for the greater cause of the purpose that you've been placed here. So that's why it's so important to align your words, give life to your words, and your words will give life to your life, right? The words will change your life, right? Give life to it. And so in that affirmation, there's a part of it says, if I show gratefulness to God by handling the blessings I already have. And I just want to focus on that little piece for a moment. The blessings I already have, I have a responsibility to handle them. And when you put more focus on the blessings that you have by handling them, gratefulness frees you from this kind of bondage about what you don't have and what you just can't get and what you can't seem to bring into your life. When you focus on what you have as a steward, as a caregiver, as a caretaker of the blessings you have, this form of gratefulness frees you from the power of unforgiveness, from the power of lack and scarcity, because what it says is there is so much value in the blessings that I have that I ought to take good care of them. I ought to give them my primary focus on what I have. And yes, my friends, what you have is also who you have. So you are coveting someone else's relationship. I wish I had a spouse. I wish I had a. Or if you're in business and you're coveting somebody else's customer base, I wish I had that customer. I wish I had. Gratefulness frees you to focus on what you do have. And when you do, and give it your best effort and energy, your best caregiving, your best TLC, your best caretaking, your best focus and efforts, it opens you up to an abundance. An abundance because what you are doing is really turning over what you have by taking great care of it. And that, my friends, is freeing. That will free you. Gratefulness frees you. And that's why that affirmation is so important as foundational work around gratefulness, because it gives you a primary focus about who the object of gratefulness is and what gratefulness, its responsibility is calling you to do, calling me to do, calling us to do, is to take inventory of and be grateful for what we have left, what we have remaining. So maybe you have lost a job to lay off. Maybe you've lost a home to foreclosure. Maybe you've lost a spouse to divorce or to death, or another loved one to death. Maybe you've lost a great friend relationship that went awry or south. Maybe some prized possession was taken away from you. Maybe for some reason you've lost some of your confidence, some of your self esteem. Whatever it is that you have regarded as loss or deficit, you have the right to grieve over it and take inventory of that, memorialize it for as long as you need to. But you must also reserve the right to take inventory of and be grateful for everything that you have left. And this affirmation takes it a step farther, right? Further, right? It says, not only am I taking inventory of everything I have left, I'm showing gratefulness for everything I have left by my actions, by how I handle what I have left, by the energy and effort, the care and concern, the stewardship that I have over what I have left. And how I handle that is a sign, is a declaration to the earth school, to God, to say, here is my faith in action. Your faith is in action when you handle what you have, because it prepares you for the thing that you want that you cannot see today. And when you do that, God responds, the earth school responds. Things start to happen and move, and gratefulness frees you from the scarcity, the lack of confidence, the lack of poise, the lack of grace, the lack of confidence, the lack of esteem. It frees you from unforgiveness for this person took from me and that person took from me. It takes the focus off of what was been taken from you, what you have lost, what energies that were negative that have been hurled upon you, and places the focus on what you have remaining. What do you have remaining that frees you up for gratefulness? What do you have? That's what I want you to take inventory of Good morning, Daniel. Thank you for joining us. I hope that I have highlighted the gratefulness journey every day. It is a book that we are trying to ask, we're asking everybody to put in their carts today, this last day of Prime Day. And the prime reason I'm asking that is because all of the proceeds from the sale of the gratefulness journey every day will go toward my niece, who is like a daughter to me, Autumn, who is going to the Thurgood Marshall School of Law, and we want to make sure that all law school expenses are covered. So that's why that's the primary item that's showing on Amazon Live. And I will share a link across the other platforms just so that you will have this same experience and be able to click the link or scan the code. I hope that you will consider making a purchase today. All of the proceeds of this purchase will go towards Autumn's education at the prestigious Thurgood Marshall School of Law. But I wanted to share why gratefulness, because it frees you. It frees you from the bondage of I don't have, I'm not enough, which is another big one, right? I don't have the skills. I don't have the looks. I don't have the talent. I don't have the friends. I don't have, I don't have, I don't have, I don't have. How many times have you said and rehearsed what you don't have? I want you to think about that. How many times have you rehearsed what you don't have? I don't have, I don't have, I don't have, I want, I want, I want. And it's great to take an acknowledgement of the things you don't have, especially if you've experienced a loss around them. If you don't have a home because you lost it to foreclosure, if you don't have a car because it was repossessed, you don't have a mate because he or she stepped outside of the covenant of your relationship and was unfaithful or unfair, right? You don't have a job because you received a pink slip notice. That's fair. But I want you to take some of that energy, some of that focus on what you do have. What do you have? What do you have remaining? And ask yourself, how much gratefulness can you show by handling what you do have? Because that is a way to show gratefulness. If you think about it, I used to, Christmases would come, and I, of course, have memories of great toys and gifts for Christmas. So I always tried to buy Autumn great gifts and toys for Christmas to make her Christmas great. And as parents, that's something we do, right? But have you ever bought something and saw it laying on the floor or saw it still under the Christmas tree? Maybe it wasn't the favorite present, but it was one that you thought would be useful, fun, or good. You felt some kind of way for even a second, maybe when your children didn't understand what it might have taken for you to get that gift. And when they take care of it, when they use it, when they share it, it is a sign of gratefulness to you for what you have done for them. When they handle well what you've given them as blessings, it's a sign of gratefulness. The same in this affirmation. When you try to handle well, when you put the right focus and effort on what you have, it's a sign of gratefulness. And it frees you from the power of lack, frees you from the power of, I wish, because now you are putting your faith into action and you can speak into the universe, speak into the world, speak into the earth school, and watch those things come back to you. Watch when you are in motion, I believe, is when you're more likely to receive what you are looking for. When you're busy acting in your faith, moving in your gift, moving in your purpose, doing what you have care and custody over to do, is when all of the abundance is unlocked to you. And that's why the affirmation is so powerful. If I show gratefulness to God for what blessings I have by handling the blessings I have currently, He will respond to my faith in action by unlocking the abundance yet to come. And I will receive it, and I will receive it, and I will receive it. That's why I want you to consider the gratefulness journey today. We're in full swing with the Amazon Prime Days, and the Gratefulness Journey every day is available. It is a book that I have authored. It is a short read. It's 70 pages. And it is a book that if you put these 3 practices, embed them into your life, you will see in 30 days a transformative change. Part of what I've been sharing will happen in your life because you will start to see what gifts, blessings you've been given sometimes every day. And it becomes an everyday thing. That's why I did every day instead of every day. People ask about that. Why didn't you separate the words every and day in the title of this? Because every day means every day. And that's what I want. Gratefulness journey to become almost matter of fact to your day and not just each and every day, right? That would be appropriate to say every day, but I'm putting it together every day as it's an everyday thing. It becomes a part of your life. And without fail, you awaken and start practicing gratefulness. You practice it throughout the day. It's your everyday. It's your basic go-to. That's what I want the gratefulness journey every day to be, not just the gratefulness journey each and every day, but I want it to become a mainstay in your life because it is transformative and powerful if you allow it to be. It is actually freeing. It frees you up from some of the energy of worry. You know, when I am doing life coaching, I talk about a worry bank and teach people how to create a worry bank and deposit things in that worry bank and then decide whether or not they want to lessen the worry bank, right? Because I know that one of the big demons of time, distractors, stealers of our time is worry. We worry over things and lament over things, sometimes things that aren't ours to worry over, sometimes things that are outside of our control, sometimes things that we should not give that energy to because they're going to be resolved, or there are things that we can do differently to change those things. And so I teach about a worry bank and how to add things to your worry bank and then reduce the amount of time you worry, right? So what would your life be like if you weren't spending all of the time worrying? Or high anxiety? People have a lot of anxiety around things, right? Or uneven temperament. People have an uneven temperament. You get angry quickly. Gratefulness is an excellent tool to help with that, to transform your temperament, to lean into emotional intelligence. It's an excellent way to do that. Some people who have depressive, light depressive states, because the heavier depression, you should certainly have a therapist for. But this helps you retool that energy and focus. A lot of people have trouble focusing, sometimes because of the other things I've mentioned, but sometimes in general, people have trouble focusing. And gratefulness as a practice can make you, according to the science, 49% more productive. Who couldn't use 49% more productivity in your day? So the gratefulness journey every day is designed to become a part of your everyday life, to be a mainstay for you. And I hope that you will get the book, stay connected with me, walk this journey with me as many others have. And many others have tried it and their coworkers are coming to them and saying, what's happening? Something's changing. Some of them are one of the gratefulness journey every day followers, if you will. Excuse me, Sonia Sharice took it to her job at the post office, and she was away one day after she was sharing her gratefulness, which is a part of the practice. And one of her coworkers came up to her and said, I missed you, and hugged her. I missed your gratefulness, post-it notes and stickies. I missed it. And she realized that it wasn't only having an impact on her, it was having an impact on her team. It can transform your team, your family, your church family, your prayer group. So you could purchase this book and make it as an activity. There is a journal that goes along with it. And you can make it a book of the month, a work group book for your quarter or for the year. You can make it a journey of gratefulness. And I invite you to do that. If you want to purchase multiple copies for a group, you can absolutely do this. All of the proceeds will go towards helping my niece Autumn, who's been on the last couple of days with me, to share so that you can learn a little bit about Autumn and her journey. And she is a U of M grad, University of Michigan grad. She's always wanted to go to an HBCU. She went to the University of Michigan for my cajoling. I know we live in a world where name recognition is important to some degree. And I always knew that she would go to law school because she's wanted to be an attorney since she was 3 or 4, probably, maybe 5. And I figured she could get the HBCU experience for graduate school. And I didn't suggest that to her in any way, but she came to that conclusion on her own. And she chose, excuse me, the prestigious Thurgood Marshall School of Law. And we all know the legendary Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall. And I actually learned that because of a lawsuit that happened in Texas where a student was denied admission, is how the law school there was founded. And so Autumn has chosen that law school. And I'm so excited for her journey. And that's why the Gratefulness Journey every day is listed there. And I hope that you will consider purchasing the book if you're doing any Amazon shopping, as it's projected by some to be $300 million will be expended between these 2 days. All I'm trying to do is direct a portion of that to Autumn. And if you would but help by purchasing the book, purchasing more copies if you already have it, sharing it within your groups and circles of influence so that we really are able to send Autumn to law school well, I would appreciate it. I am certainly doing all that I can do to help as an uncle dad. I also am aware, though, that because of the Supreme Court decision gutting affirmative action, that public funding to some historically Black colleges and university is at risk. And I don't want there to be any change to any packages that these young people get, especially Autumn, but that these young people are relying on. And then because it's historically Black college, or there's diversity and equity and inclusion programs, or their enrollment isn't as inclusive to allow non-African Americans in, even though non-African Americans do attend historically Black colleges and universities, that somehow their funding could be cut. It could be cut as soon as this fiscal and in this year. And the governor has passed of Texas has passed certain laws that might be more restrictive. And so I just want to make sure that Autumn has everything that she needs, because I want her primary focus to be on studying hard to become the best attorney that she can be. If that sounds like something that resonates with you, if you're a parent and you understand that, if you're an uncle and aunt and you understand that, if you're someone who has a giving heart and you understand that, I hope that you will support this effort. Thank you so much. Thank you on all platforms. The link is there on Amazon Live. There are some additional links that are there for different items. Some of them are on Autumn's wish list of items. So I thought I would highlight some of the items and why those are important to a law school student. And we'll maybe share her wish list later. But primarily the Gratefulness Journey every day. If you're going to put anything in your cart, here is a prime reason to put this book in your cart, because it will help a young, aspiring attorney. I'm Marcus Holmes. Today, call me Uncle Dad. I'm passionate about helping Autumn go to her next level. And if you're passionate about getting to your next level in general, follow me across these platforms or inbox me, and let's see what we can do to help you get to your next level. I think our life's journey should be about getting to that next level of whatever it is and contributing meaningfully to our lives and the lives of others along the way. Have a grateful day, and I hope that you will see content today and it will remind you to put prime reasons in your cart and not just prime deals. Have a grateful day.